This guitar was donated along with another and some things, and hopes of it being resurrected. This guitar was rough. It was really a guitar that, to be honest with you, that when I first looked at, I thought it really needs to be thrown away. It's not an expensive guitar. It's called a Squire. It's a Stratocaster Squire, probably a couple $100 new, nothing extravagant at all. And it had been used, it had been abused, and it was really ready for the dumpster. And I think that's probably where a lot of these go to. But the hope was, when it was donated, that maybe it could go to somebody that could put it to use and benefit from it that may not have a guitar. And so this guitar got totally disassembled, totally taken apart. A lot of new components put on it, all the new electrical stuff in it for guitar people, except for pickups. All new knobs, buffed and holes filled, and the headstock. So that was my goal, and it's had some work on it. Most of the inside components have been replaced, actually, and it's been polished up with some wood spots fixed and set up fully. And here you've got a couple $100 guitar originally that's probably had a lot more work than that it originally cost put into it, just for a really good playing guitar. Most people don't realize that these inexpensive guitars, most of them can play extremely well, and it all starts with what they skip at the factory with fret leveling. And you can watch my little video on fret leveling in the channel as well. And then it goes there from making the nut and setting it up through the whole setup process. And really, these things can play as well as feel-wise as a couple $1,000 guitar. Now, they're missing some of the components of that, such as the pickups, but I replaced all the other electronics and everything in this, the same as I would put in any of my guitars. And then it goes into tuners, which these tuners, are very affordable, you might say. And so there are some definite differences in that and all the components, but as far as the way it feels and plays, the action can be just great on almost any guitar that you can get a hold of that has a decent structure to it. But people don't want to spend $150, $200 on having a $200 guitar. But honestly, really, most guitars from factories aren't set up well to begin with. So, and here's the unique thing, is that it was originally probably destined for a trash can, and it looked like it needed to be put to death. It had been abused and used. But you see, when something is really abused and used, it doesn't mean it's done. It could just be that it needs the right person to come along and give it life. I'm not anything spectacular in that, or even a master at this. And I just want to challenge you and encourage you, no matter where you're at today, whether you have been abused and confused and scarred up, that doesn't mean that you're done. That means that you just need the master to raise you from the dead. I'm thrilled that this Squire has been resurrected and given to a young lady that's starting out in guitar, and I know it will serve her well. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to raise it from the dead, so to speak, and give it a new life. May it play for years to come.